I've gotten hung up on watching all this Epstein stuff uh, and watching the depositions and watching the lawyers, the attorney generals, and all that. And it seems as as long as people can not be proven to have done anything wrong, it's okay to be in those pictures, and it doesn't matter to them what comes of anything. Now, this is assuming that all the people in the pictures, let's assume none of them done any wrongdoing, which maybe they didn't. Maybe they just happened to be at the parties and gatherings of Jeffrey Epstein. Who knows? Uh, that's for people to prove. But here's my thing. And this is a saying that goes back probably just about forever. The only thing needed for evil to exist is for good men to do nothing. Okay. And I believe that. I believe that's why our country is in the mess it's in, because so many people just don't do anything. They don't do anything about it. Maybe they feel like they can't, um, which a lot of them can't. I mean, but I've always said, you group together, you'd be surprised what you can do. You get power in numbers. But going back to the people at the depositions and the hearings and whatever they have going, I don't know the names of all the crap. All I know is I'm watching it on TV and or YouTube and looking at them, and they with their smug elitist faces, which there I go judging people, but I can't help it. When I see them up there and oh no, I don't even know them. I've never seen them before. I've never heard of them, and there's like 17 cases of them actually being in the same place, pictures of them being in the same place, and long as they say they don't know them, it's all okay. Okay, all right. Going back to, hey, you know what? Maybe they weren't doing anything wrong. But here is where I go to this saying. These are people that do have the power, and if they no longer have the power, they surely know people that do have the power to get to the bottom of it. But as long as nobody implicates them, they're happy. They don't care if any justice is served for these people that have been abused and all the. And there's a lot of other weird stuff, murders, and I mean everything related to Jeffrey Epstein. But as long as they're not implicated as being part of it, they could care less about pursuing justice for it, because they have the power to pursue justice for it, and they're not doing it. All they care about is, I don't have anything to do with it. That's their long as that message is sent to the American people, they're happy. Yet they are the people that have connections, that know people and by God, they've got money to help seek justice, but that's nowhere on their agenda. Uh, their only agenda is, I may have seen him 32 times in the last so many years, and flew on his plane 17 times and invited him to my family weddings, but I don't remember him. I can't for the life of me remember speaking to him. I don't think I ever did, even though he donated to my foundation. I don't remember that either. That's all they care about, is not being implicated. But they're the people in the power that could pursue justice. and get down to the you know, to the facts of what's really happening and find out. And of course, my guess is everybody's covering each other's asses, because something tells me there's a lot of people involved in this. And if one starts speaking, it'll be like a stack of dominoes. My favorite part is when the attorney general says, "Oh, if people ever get, if we ever had that list of names out there, the country as we know it won't be run anymore. The system will break." What's the system's broke already? I say break it. It can't get any worse. They're not going to make it worse. You get these people out of the system, we may have a chance of coming around and getting and things getting better. They're the people that wreck the system for us. So who cares if we wreck the system? Wreck it. Anyway, I'm a little worked up today. And a lot of it is I've been watching too much of this crap. I've got to start watching something else. Because the thing that hit me the most was these people care about nothing but themselves. And they are actually the people that have the ability to pursue justice. And they're not gonna, because they're not just covering their own butt, they're covering a lot of other people's butts. It's sad. But I guess stuff like this has been happening for thousands of years. It just seems like in these modern times, it's more of a shock. There's laws, and we hope the laws apply to everybody, but obviously they don't. That's pretty obvious. This is a weird time. Very strange times we live in. Anyway, anybody has any thoughts on this? I'd sure like to hear them. But I really think all we're going to see is a bunch of theater and drama, and in the long run, no one in the United States is going down for any of it. I see it happening in other countries. High up people getting in trouble, going to jail, but I don't see it here. I hope I'm wrong, because I'd love to see justice. I don't want to wish bad on anybody, but I'll tell you, somebody did bad, real bad. It's sickening bad, and justice should be served upon them. I mean, I know the Lord will serve justice, but I'd like to see them get justice before then. And I think the American people would too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one.